All right, welcome back to the Ray House. We have so much to talk about. A lot's been happening this week and last week too with the renovation of the William H. Ray Historic Site in Rushville, Illinois, and we are so happy you're here. Trotter General Contracting and Brian Thomas have been here all week and have gotten so much done. They have so much to show for their dedication to this project. I'll show you around. It's going to be just an unbelievable transformation over the next 18 months, I would say. We're in phase one right now, which is really the roof. The architect and the engineer, in consultation with Trotter General Contracting, decided that probably one of the best approaches would be to actually do the porches first to be sure that everything was stable for the roof work.
So repair of those porches involves the removal of the porch floorboards and then also replacement of the joists, pouring new footings, and also some new piers for the columns.
This is an old closet that's coming down. The floor in this part of the building is completely rotted through. They built this closet into the corner of the porch.
We did have a really good find this week. When we took up the floorboards of that rear porch, we found all of this beautiful limestone. And the significance of that is that that would predate the brick that we found in the rest of the home. So that pretty much confirms our assumptions that this is the first building that was put onto the property in 1830. It was built by William Ray's father-in-law, Abraham Tolles.
So sitting here, I'm looking at a full dumpster of material that we've pulled off of the porches. And it brings to mind a question that I think a lot of people have about the nature of renovation or restoration in general, and especially about this project because it is so old. And it really is a balance because as we are a small nonprofit organization, we had to look at really, to be honest, what we could afford. And a purist restoration of a property or of a place like the Ray House would involve a replacement one-for-one of all the materials that are here. And really what we're doing is more of a renovation because we are taking some of the materials and replacing them with modern materials. We still will maintain the character of the Ray House just as it was in the 1870s and 1880s, as you see it here with the full second story and the nice wraparound porch. But you know, I think it's an important question to be answered and something really to think about how we can preserve these places and really keep them viable for, you know, another 100 years or another 200 years even. So it is, again, a balance between what we can do to really satisfy our budget, but also be able to save this wonderful place that you and I both now know as the Ray House. We were able to salvage these 3 pallets of bricks. Brian Thomas and his crew did a meticulous job of taking these out of the footing that was around the wraparound porch and also from the rear porch, the cabin area. And so they did find a couple of Purington pavers. These would have been original to the brick streets in Rushville. This was the type of brick paver that is uptown in our beautiful downtown square. Many of these are what we would call commercially manufactured, likely manufactured in Rushville at one of our brick plants, probably around 1870, 1880. But there are some very early bricks that would have been produced prior to that, and these would be handmade bricks. And we likely won't be able to reuse these in any fashion just because they are so frail and they really lack the integrity to be able to stand up over time. And again, we're looking for the Ray house to be standing for another 200 years. So, but fun stuff to learn about bricks. Check out the link that's in the comments below. And there's another one of our videos that talks about handmade bricks and how to identify them. It's the end of another day at the Ray house. And before we go, I have one final request. We are a nonprofit organization. This project is surviving on donations, and we have raised $180,000 to date. So we've got a long way to go to that $650,000 mark. But if today isn't the right time for you to support this project financially, we're asking for something very simple, and that's your advocacy. So what that means is share this video. Tell people about the Ray house. Tell your family and your friends and your coworkers about this really cool thing that's going on in a very small town in Illinois, in Rushville. So if you are excited about this project, just like we are, and if it has inspired you as much as it has inspired us, please share this video. So that's my parting shot, and we'll talk to you all again soon. Also, if you're someone that has social media expertise, and there's things that you think we should be doing in order to get our message out more successfully, please let me know. If you're somebody that specializes in video, or you have other talents that would help us to kind of reach the masses with this message of historic renovation in small towns, let me know. I would love to hear from you.